I like that. Snakehead Terror.
Ooh, good indication already as to what to expect. An artsy-fartsy production. Brilliant. So it starts with this old fossil and his dog out in the woods. Now, the dog sees something in the water and it disappears. Now, I personally wouldn't stand in the water. Stand on the shore, sure, but wait, no, what? I'll stand in the water and die. So begins the Snakehead Terror. Now, before you ask, there's no snakes in this film, nor is there any real terror. Snakeheads are a type of fish with big teeth and they apparently terrorise a small town. So the sheriff is the main star and he's great at not giving a shit. Like when he finds the old man's hand in the lake, check out his reaction here. Or when his widow tells him to find who's responsible, check his face out. Now in typical sci-fi movie glory, you don't really see much when it comes to interaction with the creatures. Like this bozo, he acts like he's drowning while a bunch of off-screen CGI fish all swim around. Hell, later on it keeps showing the same damn clips of the fish swimming about. I mean, words fail me. I guess you could say it's artsy-fartsy nonsense. So the town's doctor pops up and claims it could be a fish that's killing people. Now you may recognise this guy as the cigarette smoking man from the X-Files. Now they team up with this biologist woman here who's some kind of expert on the matter and they all talk a load of boring gibberish, so let's move on. And let's move on by seeing some action. Now this dude is fishing when he sees something moving about. Oh, it looks like a sock puppet. Poor little thing, it's somehow jumped out of the water and it's dying, so instead of kicking it back into the water, which is the humane thing to do, he falls on top of it and starts stabbing it with a knife. And then before you know it, there's an horrendous sequence with a badly edited clip of the guy screaming in pain because I assumed that a fish had somehow flown out of the water and bit his leg off, although the cameraman can't be bothered to film his lower half. And then we see a load of bubbles and that's it. Please, the terror is too much for me to take. So, I mean, the film can't go on like this, people dying and the sheriff looking bored to death. So, introduce this stupid group of teenagers who decide to get together and destroy whatever's out there. Yeah, seriously. And it gets worse because they actually get on a boat and start shooting fish with a pistol. Look at that! This is unbelievable. Time for another death now. A cameraman's just out taking snaps and decides randomly to crawl into a hole, probably thinking he'll fall into a magical land and take drugs like an Alice in Wonderland, but give him credit, at least he's tried. And a snakehead gets him. Oh yeah, didn't I mention that they can walk on land and breathe air? What, you don't believe that fact? Well, it's in this film, so it must be true. Look at that for terror. Black and white snaps from his camera. Real terror. This journalist dies next. You know, he's driving along at night time alone and he squashes one sock puppet and he thinks, oh, I'll try and squash as many sock puppets as I can before driving off the road, and then a giant snakehead just crawls into his car and kills him. Kind of reminds me of that scene from Jurassic Park with the fat guy. This is pretty stock so far. It really needs something to make it entertaining or so bad it's actually really good, and sadly this fails to deliver. This is a great example of how little the film actually does show you. Some men find a snakehead, start to cut it open, and then it just shows everyone's reactions.
Well, is that proof enough for you?
No, because I can't see a fucking thing! Bloody hell, fire, give me strength. I love this scene. The sheriff and the woman spot an overturned boat, so go to check it out. Up pops a severed head and boom! A fish smacks it into the air, so the sheriff, who looks like Gary Boozer here to me, starts shooting at fish. Come on. It's not quite like the phrase shooting fish in a barrel, is it? Oh look, he actually got one there. Go action, man. Full force. But where's this head? It's not even come back down yet. What, is it still flying into the sky? And this is a mystery that does not get solved in this film. The flying severed head. Possibly in a sequel, yeah? They then spot a guy pouring something into the lake mysteriously, but he runs away, naturally leaving a container just to be found. Ooh, even got a nice label on it to help us explain what's going on. Human growth hormones. Now this guy is apparently the doctor's brother, so he's the one who gets in trouble. Okay. Now back with the stupid teenagers, and I wonder if this girl actually knows the fish are in the water. I mean, look what she's shooting at. So two other fishermen turn up and one falls into the lake when a fish hits their boat, so he's got to swim back, yeah? But how the hell did he get way out there? So terror takes place in laughable fashion when people start falling all over for no reason, shooting spears into their boats which causes leaks, getting killed by sock puppets, and then randomly shooting a fisherman on a boat who blows up. Yeah. So these two daft cows crash land on an island in the middle of the lake, and look at this, I mean come on, this is a joke and it's not even funny. It's kind of funny. So on the island they suddenly find their friend, who I assumed had died in the lake.
Oh my god! You're alive?
Yeah.
Is she a blonde with her hair just dyed? What kind of a stupid question is that to ask him? Are you alive?
Ew! Your leg's gross.
I'm good, I can walk.
Oh yeah, go on lad, walk on a broken leg, it's just like grazing your knee or slicing your finger. Dead easy to carry on as normal. Jesus Christ, the acting in this film is appalling. And why did I just single out the sheriff at the start for bad acting when everyone is just awful? Now speaking of awfulness, the continuity's crap as well. But maybe that's just nitpicking. Like here, the sheriff starts to chase the doctor who's speeding away in his car, and one scene you'll see the boat moving, then when he's on his radio saying he's chasing the doctor, you can clearly see he's not moving.
I'm in pursuit of Doc Jenkins on Old Creek Road. What's your 20?
Plus look at that, no shades, shades, no shades. What, does he think it's funny to keep taking them on and off? So they catch him, he apologises for poisoning the lake with his brother, and that's that, you never see him again. So it's back onto the island to finish things off, and oh boy, what a surprise, a whale-sized snakehead. I'm surprised they didn't do a spin-off called Mega-sized Snakehead versus Gary Boozy. So the doc's brother is also on the island randomly, digging a hole to bury the growth hormones, but he's suddenly surrounded by a bunch of land-dwelling fish, the snakeheads. So he twats a few of them with his spade, and they nibble on his boot for a while, and then he dies. But how do I know he's dead? Well, look at that shot of him there, unless he's sleeping on the job. Meanwhile, the teenagers have found an old house and decide to chill out there for a bit. Well, this guy with the broken leg doesn't chill out because he gets attacked while the girls shoot and axe to death about 3 million fish. The guy dies. Cool. So wrapping this crock of shit up as quick as I can, the girls get rescued when they electrocute all the fish, but you want them to die because they never shut up screaming, and one of them does get electrocuted, but you know, she's fine, she's just shocked. It's a bad gag, I know. But what about Free Willy swimming about in the lake? Electrocute it. Oh yeah, no fanning around here. Just throw in a power cable and fry all the fish in the lake for a year's supply of fresh fish. Well done. But if the film isn't enough for you, check out the special features on the DVD. Doesn't even have a trailer. Nope. But it does boast widescreen presentation. Ooh, enhanced to 16:9 TVs. Oh, stereo 2.0. Optional 5.1. I don't even know a single person who actually has a 5.1 surround sound system in their house, so whatever. DTS. What's that? It might as well just say STD. Subtitles. Thanks very much. The end. 2.5 out of 10.